Hi everyone, this is Big T and I am back. I hope you guys have missed me. I've definitely missed you guys. You're probably wondering where I've been, and in all honesty, here mostly. A lot of traveling for work and to see some family. I managed to get away to Crimea to meet my wife's family. That was an adventure. I'll talk about that more soon. Went to Cyprus to see my family, which was great. I haven't seen my dad for a while since COVID actually, so that was great. And then went to Georgia for a wedding, the country, not the state. That was interesting as well, considering I'd have been there for almost 20 years, so a lot of change there. Some big changes to the channel. We no longer have worms, but we're getting some. I've changed the name of the channel from Tolga's Worm Playground to Tolga's Garden Playground. I'm definitely excited to get back in the garden. Last year I had a disaster. I spent so much time building like 6 or 7 raised beds, filling them with homemade compost and biochar and getting all the nutrients right. And then I didn't plant anything in them. I think I didn't have time even to do seedlings. I went and bought a couple of starts of cucumbers, tomatoes, and some peppers from like the local garden centre, planted them, didn't really take care of them, forgot to harvest some of the cucumbers. They went to seed, stopped producing. So that was, all over the place. And then this year, my wife was like, let's not grow there anymore because obviously there's too much shade from the trees that are there. So she suggested we go back to our first year's situation where we just did in-ground beds, which was fantastic, and they produced so well for us and we had a great time. So we're back there. I'll put some video in so you guys can see what it looks like at the moment. And then obviously we're going to spend a lot of time in the garden this year, or over the next few months, because we're limited obviously in Dubai with the heat and the temperature. This year though, I've had a real struggle with getting seeds to germinate. I've had so much trouble. Usually I get my seeds from MI Gardener, and these I would say maybe 3 years old now. I bought maybe 10 packets of these when I ordered the last time, and they've been fantastic for me. But yeah, I've had real difficulty. I just went to the garden centre and bought local seeds, stuff like this dill. This germinated but didn't survive. This Italian spinach, no. I've done everything. Direct seeded, sown in pots in here, in regular potting mix, with perlite, in my own homemade stuff with humic acid and biochar and God knows what else. Yeah, this agri mix. I think this is also this is American, but it's local. I think they just do local packaging here, and yeah, just hasn't worked. This, no. Dinosaur kale, not worked. No. I think that's coming up now. I did some direct seeding about 10 days ago outside, and it's only just germinating now. This I think has seeded. I've got a few of those. I've got some weird ones actually. I managed to find when I was in the garden center. They had these Russian ones, so I had to like Google translate what they were. This is like brandy wine or brandy rose even, but they've completely germinated. So tomatoes and corn have worked well from those guys, but these Johnnies, I've got some Johnnies, but I think they're made for the Middle East because I've got some Arabic writing on them. So this rainbow chard from Johnny's, what's it really like? They germinated, but weird. Considering I've got lights and everything, and I had the lights really low, still laggy. La Rosa from Johnny's, no. Yeah, just real, just difficult time seeding. I mean, I've got trays here. I've got a whole tray under here. I think 20 pots of strawberries. Nothing. I mean, that's been a month. Still watering them, so everything else. Tomatoes, like I said, these are all from the Russian gang. They're working out fine. I got some Carolina Reapers, which I actually grew from my own seed. They've done all right. Some Ariba jalapenos, which are the yellow ones, yellow green. They're doing fine. Golden berries, self-done. They're okay. Asparagus. I planted so many. Just now, I think I planted them on the 1st of October. If you can see, just now, 2 little bits coming up, which is fantastic. Yeah, other than that, I planted stuff, like I've planted and planted and planted. Same seed, different mediums, everything, nothing. So that's been a bloody nightmare. That's a bit, really. So you might notice the setup's a bit different. We are still on the same property, but I've kind of, I have kind of been selfish and taken the outhouse. So we've got like this this side building along the other side of our property, and like servants' quarters, maid quarters. I know it sounds weird to say servants' quarters, but it's like a servants area, which we don't have. And I've used a couple of rooms for storage. I've put a home office stroke man cave stroke poker room in one side, and then a storeroom in here with like old, not old, but you know, extra spare stuff that I can't keep in the office. That's, we've got no space there, like coffee machines and bits and pieces. So this is my space. So I've got the lights up, I've got the plants in, I've got the seedlings going, and that's it really. So in this new series that we're going to do, obviously spending a lot more time outside, I will get worms, go through those again, but I'm going to show you guys how to make homemade things like shrimp meal. You guys are lucky if you're watching from the US or the UK, you have access to be able to just go and buy, you know, shrimp meal or crab meal and so on. And yeah, okay, it's expensive. Well, it might be, I'm not sure, because we don't get it here, but this cost me nothing, maybe whatever an hour's worth of electricity is. And so making my own bone meal, fish meal, and shrimp meal, which is great because I suffer a lot from root rot nematodes, if that's right. So the chitin in there helps with that. What else have we got going on this year? That's it really. I'm going to do a lot of stuff, a lot of videos on how to supercharge some biochar. If you can't get your hands on some biochar, I'm going to show you how to turn regular stuff from your fire pit or from store-bought charcoal into really high octane biochar. Honestly, that's how I started. It was fantastic. So I'm going to be going through all that with you guys, and we'll do a whole bunch of experiments to show you guys things growing side by side, which is going to be fantastic. Anyway, that's all I'm going to speak about now. It's so good to be back, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys in the comments again. You guys were all supportive, and if you're new to the channel, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys soon.